Hey everyone, it's Jess from Camera by Her Side, and I'm here with
Tay.
And Jordan from We're the In Crowd.
at the Stone Pony in Asbury Park, New Jersey. Now, for people who aren't familiar with you guys, how did you guys get started, and where did the name We Are the In Crowd come from?
We started as a studio project. We didn't really think of it as being any sort of like full band situation, and it was just very MySpace driven. And got the name just from a children's book, and it was called The In Crowd. And then we had to change it because we had copyright issues with some Jamaican band. So yeah, so yeah, which doesn't. I'm sure they really need that name right now. They're probably using it well. Yeah, so the buzz on MySpace started to do really well, and then we decided to just kind of go with it and create a more full band and play shows and tour and all that. Yeah, long story short.
Now, how did you guys meet? Did you guys go to high school together, grow up together?
Jordan.
I knew Rob. I played in bands with Rob since I was like 14, and I've known Mike since I was like maybe like 17. And I knew Cameron because we went to high school together. But yeah, that's probably. I mean, we met Tay through mutual bands, I guess you could say. She's from Liberty, which is like 2 hours north of where I'm from, in the sticks.
Who are some people that you guys haven't toured with yet that you'd like to tour with?
Conditions would be awesome. They're a really good band. Reliant K.
The guy on the Harley outside.
The guy who's outside revving his Harley, especially. Yeah. No, I don't know. There's so many bands like that we would love to like tour with. It's crazy because a lot of the bands that when we first started this band, like people would ask us that question. Like we've toured with all the bands pretty much that we've said. Like we'd always be like, oh, All Time Low would be kind of cool, and like Starting Line, and then Cartel, like all these bands that we've gone out with. So it's definitely crazy. It's cool.
Now, you guys are from the East Coast, so when you're on tour, is it nice to come home to the East Coast, or do you guys prefer the West Coast? Where are some of your favorite places to tour?
I like the West Coast more. West Coast is, I don't know. I feel like the music scene out there is just more like kids are more dedicated. The Harley is pretty funny. No, but we still love the East Coast. I mean, we're from the East Coast, so. But I don't know. How do you feel?
I would agree. I think it's always really nice to go to the West Coast. I think it's one of my favorite places to be. Also, even the South is really cool. Texas and Florida and like Tennessee. I mean, there's something different about everywhere you go, but it is like you said. It's nice to come back and feel like you're at home again. So it's good to spread around.
Any tour memories that stand out to you from the past couple years? Anything really great happen, or bad, or funny?
Oh God, I have an awful memory, and I'm sure a lot of funny things happen. Sort of like this. Oh look, he's gone. Um, but I don't know. I'm trying to think. Jordan, do you know anything?
All right, I have one that stands out. I'm not sure where we were going, but we were definitely starting a tour. We were leaving our tour manager's house, and he was like, so there's this place in the woods, a bridge. It's like really creepy, and some girl killed herself on prom night or some stupid shit. So we were like, yeah, he's like, turn your lights off underneath the bridge, and something like the lights are gonna turn on, or like your flashlights, or your car's gonna like explode. I don't know, something crazy. Nothing ever happened. So we drove down this back road with our van and trailer, and he's like, it'll be all right, we'll get out. And this road ends up turning into a straight up like bike road for like mountain bikes and like ATVs, and it's all ripped up, and we're just driving through the wilderness in the middle of Pennsylvania, and the road's just getting smaller and smaller, and right when we're about to get out, there's this huge hill, and it's all mud and just disgusting. It was so bad. So we're sitting there and we're like, how are we going to do this? We have our van and our trailer, it's loaded with our gear. So I think Mike was driving at the time, who was probably the worst driver in our band, and we tried to do it, and I don't know, we blew out our suspension and all this crap, but we had actually made it out, and yeah, it's on video somewhere. I think it's actually, I think it's in an update video, but that was the worst thing ever, just because it was like we saw our van just like falling apart. It was like sliding down the hill, and like I thought we were not gonna live through that, but here we are. So that was my memorable moment, besides swimming in the poop water, but that's another story.
Now, there's been some hype about Warped Tour, and we heard that you might be in talks of doing Warped Tour next year. Would you guys be into that? And who would you like to see on Warped Tour with you guys if you guys were on it?
I would love to be on Warped Tour again. We are talking about it. It's not confirmed at all. It's just kind of like something we're thinking about doing. But I would love to see Yellow Card on there. I would love to see more of like a pop punk kind of scene this year. Would be cool. Not to say I don't mind, like I like the hardcore music as well, but the last 2 years have been really heavy, I think, for Warped Tour. So it'd be cool to kind of get like a kind of like some fresh faces in there, I think. I don't know. I mean, the Wonder Years were on it last year, I think, right? So that'd be cool if they were back.
I would want to see like an older Warped Tour lineup come out,
Yeah,
like No Effects, like Less Than Jake, like seeing these bands play, yeah, like Ladwagon, Millencolin. But then have like all the like I would love to have like Mayday Parade and like all the bands that we've toured with on it, so it's a big family reunion. But yeah, that'd be dope.
Now, what were you guys like when you were in high school, and what crowd were you in?
I got along with everybody for the most part. My school was very like ghetto yet redneck, but I still got along with everybody. I was in sports, so I played sports, but I was also in music, and then so like I kind of did lots of things that I had to meet different people and get along with everybody. So I wasn't really in a group, I think, which is good. I think, and it makes it easier now to kind of like just introduce myself to people sometimes. Otherwise, I'm really shy and I don't really know what to say. But yeah.
My school was definitely the same way. It was really ghetto, and then it was really redneck. But I didn't have any group that I was really in. I was really shy. It was really just me and Rob that hung out. And then, I don't know, it was just awkward. I would sit at the table by myself a lot.
Aww.
Yeah. And then I dropped out. But that's a different story. Yeah. I mean, I made it to senior year, and then I just didn't want to do it anymore because it was just like...
But you should stay in school.
You should stay in school, though.
Like I did.
Now, you guys have a very dedicated and hardcore fan base, and I even got a couple tweets when I said I was coming to interview you guys, saying that they loved you guys more than God. Have you ever had any, yeah, that's pretty intense. Have you guys had any weird fan experiences or anything really cool happen?
I was kissed by a girl once. That was really awkward. Katy Perry's wrong. I didn't like it. Yeah, Jordan was flirting with her, and then she ended up kissing me, and it was really awkward and surprising. One guy, like, dressed in a completely white, like, trench coat, and it was, like, kind of creeping around, and I actually don't even think I got to meet him, but he was a super crazy fan and, like, bought everything at the merch table, and I kind of wish I met him, but apparently, like, it was, like, he was, like, a character of the night, like, everybody was kind of talking about it, and I don't know, maybe he was a cool guy, but, trying to think of other things. I don't know. Definitely, the kiss was definitely one to remember, though. That was an intense moment in my life. Oh yeah, I told him that if he went to our show, or what was it? He had a sign. He tweeted a sign on Twitter, and it was like, no, I will do anything if I get to meet Tay. So, I asked him if he would shave his head, and then I got to shave his entire head. Actually, I kind of gave him like a mohawk, and then his mom called him while I was doing it, and I talked to her on the phone. I was like, I'm really sorry, but I shaved your son's head. I can do a pretty good haircut once in a while.
Now, what's coming up next for We Are the In Crowd? What can we expect?
Well, we're finishing out this fall tour with Mayday Parade, and if you guys are in the area, if we're in your area, wow, then you should come out. And then just some holiday shows. We're playing the GK holiday shows, and then we're off to the UK in the beginning of the year. So.